Iyo Solomon, iyo Solomon, iyo Solomon, iyo Solomon, isotsha nomkhonto wesizwe owabulawa amabhunu eAfrika.
Is Cyril Ramaphosa signed and sealed ahead of ANC elective conference. Gauteng and Limpopo negotiations lead to resolution on who will be endorsed in December. Madimo Cyril Ramaphosa is a South African businessman and politician who, since 2018, has served as the 5th democratically elected president of South Africa as well as president of the African National Congress since 2017. Previously an anti-apartheid activist, trade union leader and businessman, Ramaphosa served as Secretary General to ANC President Nelson Mandela, Deputy President to President Jacob Zuma, and Chairman of the National Planning Commission from 2014 to 2018.
President Cyril Ramaphosa's second term appears to be signed, sealed and waiting for delivery in December as the ANC's Gauteng and Limpopo provinces agree on the best top 6 collective. Even before the Free State and Western Cape held their provincial elective conference and concluded their slates, Ramaphosa seemed to have an edge over his challengers for the top position. The Gauteng and Limpopo top 5 leaderships met at the Ruth First Gauteng ANC provincial headquarters in Johannesburg, where they resolved to endorse Ramaphosa for a second term as ANC president with the party's current Treasurer General, Paul Mashatile, as his deputy. Despite ANC figures showing President Cyril Ramaphosa in the lead over Nkosazana Dlamini Zuma in the race for the ANC presidency, the reality is that there is no clear winner in sight at this stage. The biggest voting bloc in South Africa's governing party picked former Health Minister Zweli Mkhize as its candidate to challenge President Cyril Ramaphosa for leadership of the African National Congress. All political experts who spoke to the Citizen were unanimous that there is a lot of ground to be covered before the likely winner was known, and therefore it was difficult to make a prediction at this point.
Just over a week before the state of the party's elective national conference, the race is still relatively a neck-and-neck affair between Ramaphosa and his next contender, Dlamini Zuma. This is the case, although all the ANC provinces had announced their preferences. Ramaphosa has collected just over 55% of the ANC's national branches to his cause, with most of the rest going to Dlamini Zuma. But nominations by branches do not equate to actual votes, so the race is still wide open. Political analyst Professor Susan Buisen from Wits University described the ANC presidential race as a marathon and not a 100-meter sprint. She said there are at least 2,000 delegates whose votes were unclear to whom they were attached.
She said the fact that Ramaphosa was leading the race according to branch nomination should be a source of worry to the Dlamini Zuma camp. The NDZ camp did not expect this. They expected a lead, even a comfortable lead. They were sure that the race would be sealed in her favor, but we know that it has not turned out that way, she said. Analyst Ralph Matheka said there are too many disputes at the moment, and prediction would be impossible until those were resolved. But another analyst, Professor Sifo Seaton, said the nomination numbers speak for themselves, that Ramaphosa is the most preferred by branches. But branches were different in size, and the size determined the number of delegates each is entitled to send to the conference.
There are speculations that if these are factored, the race is neck and neck. This without considering Mpumalanga. Should Mpumalanga support Dlamini Zuma, then it is game over. Given Ramaphosa's expressed preference for deputy president, it is likely that Premier Mabuza may throw his hat in with Dlamini Zuma, Seep said, in what was a foregone conclusion. KwaZulu-Natal and Limpopo pronounced Dlamini Zuma and Ramaphosa as their candidates respectively. Although Mpumalanga now favors Dlamini Zuma, still the overall process puts Ramaphosa ahead. It was always expected that after Dlamini Zuma had placed Mpumalanga ANC provincial leader David Mabuza on her electoral slate, Mpumalanga, which initially nominated Unity, would turn around and put its weight behind Dlamini Zuma. Many pundits had been accusing Mabuza of being a political opportunist who would pretend to be a kingmaker, but is in fact eyeing a plush position at the top. Mabuza is seen as a master strategist who always played the role of a broker in game. His approach had gained him notoriety as a political opportunist. He did the same in the run-up to Polokwane when he initially favored Thabo Mbeki, but when he realized that the situation favored Jacob Zuma, he changed sides.